I'm going to smooth this out because I haven't done that yet, and it really needs a little bit of smoothing. It's got a bit of a canvas texture to it, and it's also got some kind of inconsistencies that need to be taken care of. Now I've got these kind of spots here. I'm not going to worry about those too much. I do want them to be cleaned up, so I will put something in there. Suppose I've got a bubble right there I'm going to try and take care of. So with those kind of depressions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of clay and fill those depressions. All right, so I've got these couple of little holes here, just where there's a bubble. And then I'm just going to take a little bit off this edge here, and I'm going to get it wet, just a tiny bit, and do a tiny bit of scoring. And then I'm going to make this a little flat thing. I'm just going to push it right on in there like that to fill that in. There's another one here, so I'm going to take a little bit of that here. Again, a little bit of wetness. Just a few score marks, just so that this kind of integrates nicely. Push that down like that. It's going to make it a little bit bumpy there. And then come back with this guy, smooth that out.
Surface treatment of your slab is my first consideration while building. Because I want to sculpt flower petal walls, I want my slab to be smooth. Before I design the shapes that I will cut out of the slab, I'm going to be cleaning any divots, air bubbles, and unwanted texture. I'm going to go ahead and clean all of my pieces at the same time. My amazing husband surprised me with donuts the other day. Yes, I'm aware he's a keeper, so I'm going to go ahead and use this box as my template. Next, I'm cutting the pieces out of my slab. You can do this with either your needle tool, a razor, or a sharp knife. With all pieces of cut slab, make sure to clean up the edges. If you forget this step, your flower brick vase will have sharp edges and can potentially cut someone who uses it. I'm just going to go ahead and do this to all of my pieces. I have not rounded out the bottom. This is because I want to attach it to the base slab using a butt joint.
Now, some people like the idea of having beveled edges. I found that I like having the butt edges a little bit better. Not because it's easier, but because I seem to be able to fit things together better if they're just butt, um, which means not beveled like this, right? But just stuck together like that. So I think that I like it better this way. It seems easier to be able to smooth things out. And then I almost always put like a little coil on the inside when I put things together.
Since I want my base slab to be oval, I'm going to begin by cutting it into a rectangle. Then I can use circle shapes that are about the same width as the template to cut the curves. Here I am using Tupperware lids, which I have a variety of sizes already in my kitchen. Ta-da! Perfect oval! On the base of the slab, I'm smoothing out only one side of the rim. So that way I can flip it over and the top edge of the rim is still ready for the butt joint. Since it's almost time to attach my walls, I'm scoring all the parts that will be connected. And now it's time to slip and attach the butt joints. Once I have these walls placed where I want them, I begin to firmly press the walls into the slab base and give it a little wiggle. The inside petals will be overlapping the side petals. I am marking where they will be overlapping. That way I can score and slip the area that I want to push together. And repeating the process with the other side. Be sure to score the bottom base slab as well. And of course, slip. And now it's time to push the walls together and really firmly shove the whole slab down into the base and give it a little wiggle. It's important to make sure that these multiple pieces are properly joined. At this point, I'm going to start bending my petals to look more like natural organic petals. On the interior, I am scoring all along the joints. Then I will slip and smooth and coil. I cut a rectangular template out of the donut box. This will help me measure where I will be placing this cut slab shelf. This shelf will hold the basket that I am about to show you how to make out of slab cut strips. And I'm just using a needle tool to mark where the height is. Next, I am scoring a thin slip right below the line. This is where I will be adhering the strips of slab that I have pre-cut. And now I'm prepping my stripped slab. I am cleaning off the canvas texture as well as scoring one side to attach into the petals and create that little shelf. Also slip. And I'm lining this up with the original line that I used the template for. And since my phone ate one of my videos, Jim will demonstrate how to clean up the edge of the shelf.
I'm going to take Bob, I'm going to clean it off with the pointed part, and then I'm going to lay this on its side. Go that way, and then come back this way so that it makes a nice corner.
Ugh, my phone ate more than one video. Each one of these loops are made from pre-cut strips of slab. First, I curved the slab strips, then I cleaned the edges, just like I did the walls. And all of this I did prior to scoring, slipping, and firmly pressing them into the shelf. At this stage in the video, I'm cleaning up the joints to make sure they are properly smoothed over. That way, when this piece is fired, this lattice-like structure that I'm building won't fall apart. I let this sit overnight inside plastic, and now the pieces can be slightly bent or shaped into place. As you can see inside the vase, I have more pieces of slab that I have already pre-curved and cleaned up. I am going to be cutting these to the shape that I want them to be, or the size, and then I will be attaching them all along to make a basket. Since I want a majority of them to be the same size, I'm cutting them all at the same time. And now score, slip, and firmly push and attach them in. And I just continued this step till I decided my basket was the shape and the design that I was looking for. And here's the end result. A lovely sculpted flower brick, all ready for my mother-in-law on Christmas. I hope you enjoyed my demonstration. Happy slabbing, everyone!